you head up past Mona where the canyon climbs to Nebo, where the air runs thin, there's a scar in the rock from another time where the mountain gave, then took again. They first called it the Eva Mine back then, when the claims were young and the stakes ran high, and the men who came with a hammer and drill had a look in their eye, you don't ask why. And the legend lives on from the Nebo heights of the privateer and the mountain's might. They were digging for lead in a streak of shine, zinc in the stone and silver in trace, galena heavy as a loaded hand when it showed itself in the broken face. And the ore ran rich for a little while, like a promise made you could almost keep, till it faded out to a narrow line and the men kept swinging way too deep. And the legend lives on from the Nebo heights of the long cold days and the sleepless nights. Now the road they cut was a wagon wide, just a strip of dirt on the canyon wall, with 1,000 feet and nothing below, and a turn so tight you could barely crawl. They say one mule slipped on a frozen bend and it never made a sound below, just a drifting echo and a loosened stone, and a man stood still in the driving snow. And the legend lives on from the Nebo heights where the trail runs thin and the edge don't lie. There were timbers set in the mountain ribs, holding back what don't like to be held, and a crack one night turned a shift to a grave when the weight came down and the tunnel fell. And another man in the winter months tried to ride that trail through a storm too late, but the cold runs deep on Nebo's side and the mountain don't forget its take. And the legend lives on from the Nebo heights of the men who worked and the ones it claimed. They pulled near 2,000 tons, it said, from a pocket cut in the limestone seam, from the old Eva mine to the privateer name, built on dust and a miner's dream. But the vein ran out like a dying breath, and the price fell low and the road went still. By the 1920s the tools lay down and the wind moved back in to claim the hill. And the legend lives on from the Nebo heights where the silence speaks and the past remains. Now the shafts still sit where the shadows fall, and the boards lie broke where they once held fast, and the trail's still there if you dare that climb, though it don't forgive and it don't forget the past. And a name still carved in a hidden wall where the lantern light used to flicker near, and the mountain keeps what the men left behind in the silent dark of the privateer. And the legend lives on from the Nebo heights of the privateer and the mountain's claim of of the lead and the zinc and the silver they found, and the men who never came back again.